Alright guys, welcome back to Last Call. I'm trying a different time here, a little bit earlier than usual and on a day that I normally don't live stream, so please bear with me. I don't know how we'll do on audience-wise this time, but yeah, we'll try it, see what's going on here. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. Just a quick update of what I got going on soon. I will be in I'm not sure yet. I'm either going to be in Mexico or I will be in Las Vegas this weekend coming up after work. So basically, I'll work Saturday, come home, sleep for a few hours, and then I will go home or sleep for a few hours, and then I will go directly to either Vegas or Mexico. You guys know in Vegas is about a 3 hour drive for me. Um, Give me one second, guys. Someone's telling me. Hey, Prep, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Can you guys see me or am I frozen? Let me know if you guys can all see me, okay? Um, yeah, anyway, so I work on Saturday, Sunday. Once I wake up, I'll sleep for only a few hours and then I will go and I'm either going to drive or no, I'll fly. I'll either fly to Vegas. I got a cheap flight that I can book for 65 US dollars round trip. So basically, fly to Vegas. It's like an hour flight and then fly back a couple days later. Go straight to work when I fly back. Or I'll be driving to Mexico, which is about an hour and a half drive for me. So I haven't made up my mind. I'm looking at room rates and see what I can do. Prep, how's it going though? Hope you're doing well. How's everything on your end? Dante, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I see I got some other viewers. Hey, Steve, how's it going, buddy? Um, so yeah, basically, I promised a drink. It's 10:05 a.m. here, but I promised it on the stream, so I will make myself a drink. I can see you're moving. Okay, great, good, good. So I'll make myself a drink. It's not gonna be anything fancy. I'm just gonna make myself a whiskey sour. I would be using this one, Jim Beam. Prep. I haven't gone to the store, so I haven't seen if they have the other one yet. But I'll probably go sometime this week. But yeah, I'll just be using Jim Beam. It's probably a little bit of a overkill for a whiskey sour. The sweet and sour mix like hides the alcohol pretty well. You know, it's lemon and sour, so or lemon and lime mix pretty much. But yeah, I'll try it for this and see what happens here. Scud, what's up, buddy? How's it going? So yeah. Anyway, that's what I'll be drinking today. Nothing fancy. Um, so before I basically get started, I want to address something. Um, a lot of you guys know that I was a admin on a fellow YouTuber's channel. Um, I met quite a few of you guys that way. Um, as most of you guys know, I had a fallout with them. Um, I was an admin for about a year, actually about a year. Yeah, it was 11 months, 12 months, something like that. And basically, it started off really well. I think I was the third admin added. I'm pretty sure. Um, at first, I felt like everything was okay. I had a say in it. You know, everything was really good. Hey, Steve, what's up, buddy? Raj, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. I know it's late for you, so thanks for watching, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, I was the third admin. Um, at first, it was okay. I felt like I had a say in it. I felt like everything was okay. Basically, the longer and longer I went along, um, there was just a certain admin that felt like they had more power than everyone else, you know, and they would basically start barking out orders on the rest of admin. Um, they were very hypocritical. They would mute people as a joke. They thought it was funny as hell to just mute people. Um, you know, they would ban people as a joke, and then they were so illiterate. I should say electronically illiterate that they didn't know how to undo their ban and basically get the people back on the server that they banned as a joke. So then other admin would have to go and clean up their messes, you know? So you ban someone as a joke and then you're too illiterate to bring them back onto the server. You idiot, you know? But it was stuff like that. And then they would ban people, they would mute people as a joke, and then they would come back into the server and tell other admin, hey, we got to really be careful with mutes. We got to be careful that we're not banning people for no reason. It's like, well, look at yourself in the mirror. You're the one doing 99.9% of it as a joke on top of that. And then you're going to lecture me? And the YouTuber just couldn't figure out what was going on here, and the YouTuber was still blindly supporting this one admin, you know. So there was a lot of that stuff going on. They were doing a lot of stuff. They were barking orders at everyone, um, you know. And then as the admin channel grew, there was another person that kind of jumped in there and became like this other admin's personal assistant, basically. It just it became two of them, barking orders, crying anytime they didn't get their way, and the YouTuber just blindly supported the hell out of both of them. Hold on, I need a damn drink after talking about this stuff. All right, yeah, it's smooth. I like whiskey sours though. It's a very easy drink. When I go visit my buddies at a bar and they're busy, I'm not gonna make them make me like a crafted cocktail. They're busy. I just kind of go towards like a whiskey sour. So, but yeah, long story short, that started happening, and it just became more increasingly difficult to get a hold of the YouTuber. You know, he was always so busy, never had time for anyone. Um, and then I actually tried to DM him my concerns. And at one point, a couple of months prior to that, I actually almost left the server. I actually had to basically take a break and get off the server for a while because it was really pissing me off. And, I came back kind of saying, like, okay, you know what? I feel like someone needs a set of eyes on here. Someone needs a decent voice on here that's not going to be a clown. And I gave it a couple of more months. But when kind of shit hit the fan, I got to say there's one time where there was a guy on there and he was publicly harassing a fellow admin. This is a good guy, someone that I support on here, basically making racist comments, attacking him racially, and one of the idiot adminers were like, "Well, let me DM him. Let me try to see what's going on with him." And then after a while, I was like, "Well, he's a really nice guy. Let's not ban him and everything." And I basically had to ban the guy and say like he was racially harassing one of our guys here. Why are we saying he's a nice guy? And that's probably the last largest argument I had on admin, and I was pissed off that it was never addressed by the YouTuber. Um, the next morning, basically, I DM'd the YouTuber and told them, hey, I don't think it's fair that other admin are barking orders at people. I don't think it's fair that, they have more say than anyone else. Like, I think you're the YouTuber. This is your baby. This is your channel. This is your Discord. You should be giving us instruction. Like, you should be telling us how it is, not some idiot that can't even spell correctly. And I never got a reply. Never, not even a single reply. And he was online joking around, with his lover on there, and he couldn't even address me. Not one single time he couldn't address me. Um, so I saw that he was joking around with other admin and people, but my DM gets ignored. So at that point, I put it on the admin channel, like, hey, why am I here if I have no say? If other admin are going to be supported more than others, like, why even have us here? Just get rid of the admin you don't want, right? Why am I here? Um, and the YouTuber pretty much said, you're dead wrong. You're totally wrong. No one's above anyone. We're a team here. We're 100% a team here. And you're completely wrong for saying that. And then right after that message pretty much says, but this guy, he is very active on here. So of course I'm going to, take what he says into consideration, this and that. I was like, so you just admitted to me that one voice is more important than the others. So shut your mouth with this one team bullcrap, because it's not true, you know? So basically, he didn't do one thing to try to keep me on there. He just said, well, if you want to leave, leave then. And I ended up leaving. Once I left, it's not until that time that I started doing some research. I started Googling things. I went on a Facebook group and I started seeing all this stuff that was coming up and how many accusations are out against him. And I'm really glad I did, because that opened up my eyes a lot. I'm really glad that I started doing some research on it. So for anyone on here, guys, go do some research. Look online, Google it. Look up reviews for the bar on Facebook. You'll get what you need to see. You'll get the information you need from there. Go on Facebook and just search for his bar. You will find the information I'm talking about. And then once you do that, just start Googling different things and you'll start finding everything I found. So I'm very, very glad that I separated myself from that crap. I don't want anything to do with that crap. Um, there's some really nasty things going on over there, and I'm completely tired of it. So um, that's why I'm at the step that I'm at right now. That's why I'm doing what I have to do, because I'm tired of it. And he doesn't care about anyone. He doesn't care about anyone but the people that are supporting his wallet and the people that are blindly trusting him and supporting him and basically following his commands like at every step, you know? So that's my story. I try to condense it as much as I can so I don't talk about it for half an hour. But yeah, you guys just do your research, and you know, for anyone that's on here right now, thank you very much. You guys, it means a lot to me. I was the first one to get banned as a joke. Yeah, you were, and you were actually one that got banned months ago because the idiot actually thought that you were talking about his family when you were making an inside joke about someone on the server. I remember that too. And I remember going back to admin and saying, hey, this guy's a regular contributor. Why would you ban him? No one talks about my family and da 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 da. And he went off on me and snapped at me. And it ended up being a huge misunderstanding. So that was the first time you got banned, if you remember that one too. I need to try a whiskey sour in April, buddy. Yeah, I just, you know, the one thing that I've noticed is in Thailand, their sour mix is a little bit different. I mean, all it is really just um, lemon mix, lime mix, and then I think probably sugar or something. But it's kind of a staple. I mean, every bar I've made it at, it's been really popular in Vegas. I made tons of them. Um, you know, but yeah, it is very popular. More subscribers for G now. Yeah, thanks guys. Really, really means a lot. I'm trying to build this channel, so it means a lot, and I'll bring some exciting content once I start traveling a little bit more, and then also in Thailand. I have so many ideas for Thailand. Gabe, you're a good guy. I have a lot of respect for you, but yeah, thank you, you too. Thank you too. I mean, you supported a lot, and you know, you were always there. You were always showing your support in different ways, and how you got treated was crap too. So thank you, and you know, having you here means a lot. Thanks, buddy. Um, yeah. So basically, a quick update. I will be in either Vegas or I will be in Mexico this weekend. So that'll be fun. I know who you're talking about. I don't know him well, but I did go to one of his bar crawls. Um, Yeah, I mean, you know, there's actually some free bar crawls in Thailand too, buddy. So don't feel like if you want something like that, you're obligated to go to that. You know, um, and I'm not saying like that the Discord wasn't helpful. It helped me plan my Phuket sandbox trip and all that. You know, so for that, I'm always gonna be grateful. Um, Sorry, but the bar you're talking about is in Pattaya in a large group. Um, well, I mean, there is a large following, but that's because a lot of people don't know the truth, you know. Um, and also, yeah, on Discord, but how many of those are fake subscribers? I guarantee you, at least 15 to 16,000 are fake or bots. And then on YouTube, I mean, you can buy subs for YouTube, but principles are important. I can see you have them in abundance. I want to salute you. Thanks, buddy. It's just, it's a matter of doing the right thing, and I'm not the only admin that did the right thing. I won't say that. You know what I mean? There are some good people in there. There's some snakes in there. Um, it is what it is, you know. But all we can do going forward is just kind of, you know, do your own research, and it is what it is. Like I said, I did my own research and I found out a lot of information. So yeah, just do your own research for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You start googling, you'll find it. Trust me, you'll find it. Um, all right, let's see here. So yeah, I'll be in Mexico or Vegas on Sunday, so I'll bring at least 3 or 4 videos from that alone. So plenty of content coming up soon. Um, for now, I will kind of start on the basically what the title of this place is, or what this live stream is about. So you guys know I was in the military. I was in the U.S. Navy, and I got to travel a lot. I got to go all over the place. I got to go to Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, South Korea, Dubai 3 times, Guam, Hawaii, and a few other places in the U.S. Right? Um, Good thing you left, as the owner is a con man and pocketed a large sum of money invested for an orphanage in Pattaya. Jimmy has ruined the chat. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. But I tried giving him a warning. I tried 100% giving him a warning saying, like, don't do it. You're going to ruin it. Why is this person getting so much more power than the rest of us? It's going to his head. And unfortunately, he did the opposite. At first, he called me a liar, saying I'm completely wrong. We're a team and this and that. And then, a month later, 2 months later, whatever it's been, all of a sudden, exactly what I warned him about, he did. And he made it public, saying, like, yep, he's in charge 100%. So, yeah, let's see how that's going. Actually, some guys on here can tell you how that's going. There's a lot of public information. He has asked to clear the air these accusations many times. Yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, basically I got to travel a lot, right? And I have some crazy stories that happened to me, some from my military days, some from after my military days. I'll start off with one in Sydney, Australia, right? I will say this, Sydney, Australia is probably one of the funnest places I got to go to. I was 19 years old at the time. 19 years old. So I couldn't legally drink in the US, right? So we're pulling into Port to Sydney and I'm excited because I can drink out there. So I haven't had that many drinks ever. I mean, yeah, I had like my aunt or uncle occasionally slip me a beer at a family party or something, but for the most part, like I really hadn't had much to drink, because I wasn't legally old enough in the US. Anyway, so we're having fun out there. We're having some drinks. It was actually really good. I was with a couple of buddies. So we go to a strip club, right? We're at a strip club, and I'm with this guy. He kind of pictured like a Drew Carey looking guy, but very young. I think he was like 20, 21. Pretty sure he didn't have very much experience with ladies, right? So we're at the strip club. We're sitting directly at the bar where the girls are dancing like 3 or 4 feet from us, right? And there's so many beautiful girls coming up. I would say maybe 17, 18 girls approached us wanting to give us dances or whatever. They're beautiful girls. All of these were really, really, really stunning girls, right? And we're like, no, we're okay. We're just here to dance. We're just here. We're just here to enjoy it. We're chilling, whatever. And then all of a sudden, after about 17 or 18 girls, this girl comes up and she's a larger girl and she starts dancing on the stage. And she had a smell to her. There's three of us total. Me and the other guy that was sitting far from me, we smelled it right away. We started looking at each other like, holy crap, there's a smell going on right here. There's a really bad smell going on right here. So basically, we're kind of looking at each other like, oh God, nope, not happening. We don't want to dance. Just get away from us. All of a sudden, we look at this guy in the middle, this guy that looks like Drew Carey, and he's like, hell yeah, I want to dance. And at first, we thought he was joking. At first, we're like, what? We thought he was joking 100%. He legit wanted to dance from her, and he ended up going to a private room, and he got a dance from her. Out of all the girls, he chose this one that literally had a smell to her and everything. To each their own, I guess. But that was probably one of my crazier things that's happened. Um, yeah. So he went with her after all, out of all of them. Hong Kong. I'm in Hong Kong, right? And basically, when you're in the military and you leave to a foreign country, like when your aircraft carrier goes into a port, you can't leave the aircraft carrier unless you have a Liberty buddy. You sign out with someone, right, that you work with, and basically you're saying my Liberty buddy is going to be this person. I agree to take care of them, and they agree to take care of me. Make sure we don't get into trouble. Make sure we're keeping each other safe, whatever, right? So I'm in Hong Kong. I'm with my Liberty buddy. We left boot camp together. We got to Japan together. We got to our carrier together. So we were decent buddies. Anyway, um, so he gets drunk in Hong Kong. We have I think they were called flaming 151s. So they were basically shots of 151, but you light them on fire, and then you have to take it through a straw. We had a couple of those. We had a couple of drinks. Like I said, we were under 21, so we weren't legally old enough to drink here yet. Um, so anyway, we have those shots. He gets drunk. He gets drunk. We end up getting in a taxi. He vomits inside the taxi. He has to pay off the taxi driver so the taxi won't call the police on us. Um, and then yeah, basically I get him back to the pier, right? When I get him back to the pier, our military police was there, our shore patrol, and they basically wanted to stop him because he was too drunk, and we had to take a ferry boat back to the carrier. They wouldn't let him get on a ferry boat for safety reasons because he was drunk, right? So basically, there was a E6 there. So he was higher ranking than me. At that time, I was only an E2 or E3, E2, I think. Um, he and E6 basically started yelling at me, saying that I didn't do my job, I didn't look after the guy, and he basically wanted me to stay there and said I was going to get punished. Another E6 had to jump in there and say, "What are you talking about? He did his job. He brought him back to the boat. He brought him back to the pier. he did his job. Why are you trying to get him in trouble? You know? And they kind of started arguing right in front of me. Luckily, the guy that was backing me up ended up making a call and saying, "Go back to the boat. You did your job. You got him here safely. Have a nice night." So, luckily, I was able to leave that way. But yeah, he tried to get me in trouble. It was crazy. Let me see. Let me catch up here on the comments. Okay, I understand who you're talking about now. Got it. Yeah. And this isn't a live stream just made to bash anyone in general, but with some of the information going on, and I am kind of getting attacked now. So I felt like it was time for me to clear the air and time for me to say my side of the story. And there's still a lot I'm leaving out. I saw a lot in admin. I saw a lot of stuff. For now, I think that's a good solid foundation of hopefully you guys understand, why some of us left and why it is what it is, Um, I still won't insult him. We're better than that. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, take the high route, but I did want my story out there. There's a Facebook page dedicated to the fraud. There's graffiti around town. There's Google reviews, posts on. Yeah, exactly. There is, and there's actually more than one. I found another. Well, I found at least a post on another Pattaya Facebook page that kind of attacked him last night. So there must be a couple. Can't stop, can't stoop to child level. We all got a life. Yeah, exactly, exactly. What did I do in the Navy? I was an aviation ordnanceman. So I worked on the ordnance systems that went mostly on helicopters, but some jets as well. But most of my time, I was either ship's company or I was on helicopter squadrons. It was a fun job. I loved it. The camaraderie was amazing, but it really doesn't translate to too much here in the regular world. So yeah, I'm in bartending now, but I am studying IT stuff. So hopefully by next year I can be in the IT field. All right, Thailand. Here's one for you. Um, so I go to the Phuket Sandbox last year, right? It was either 2 weeks quarantine in a hotel room, isolated from everyone, or 14 days in the Phuket Sandbox, right? Where you can go to the beach, you can do whatever the hell you want. So I chose the Phuket Sandbox. So last year I went to the Phuket Sandbox, right? Basically, the bars weren't supposed to be serving alcohol at that time. Bars were closed, nightclubs were closed, restaurants could not serve alcohol. So I was at a bar that basically transferred itself into a restaurant for the time being, right? And then usually at about 9 or 10 p.m., I want to say the curfew was 9 p.m. at the time. I can't remember. I want to say it was 9 p.m. You basically, there was a curfew of 9 p.m. You had to leave the restaurant wherever you were at, and you had to be back in your room or your residency or whatever. Um, so at 9 p.m., this restaurant slash bar would kind of just close their big metal like garage door, and then basically just kind of quiet the music down. And they were basically having a party after hours, right? So I'm in there. I'm playing pool with a couple of girls that I met at another bar, and we're here playing pool. We're enjoying drinks. All of a sudden, the police show up. The Thai police show up, and the owner just comes up. She's a really sweet lady, very very sweet lady, older lady. She's like, hey, she was telling me a story about how she had to transfer into a restaurant to stay open and to keep her staff. She's like, I'm giving my staff like a place to sleep. I have to do what I have to do for them. I feed the people that don't have food right now. Anyway, so she's going around and telling people like, hey, just quiet down, quiet down, quiet down. And if they ask you what's in your drink, just say it's a Coke. Like I think at the time I was drinking a Jack and Coke, right? So she's like, if they ask you, just say it's just a Coke, and show them the can. It's just a Coke. So she's going around telling everyone, hey, you're just drinking soda, right? You're just drinking soda, right? If you have a beer, dump it out. The police come in there, they take a look around, they walk right past us, and I hear her say like when they're questioning her, they're talking in Thai, but I hear her say something, and then she's like telling them something back, and that's when one of the girls I was with told me they're basically saying, "Are you sure there's no alcohol being served here?" And she's saying, "Drink it, taste it, get a straw and taste it. If you think there's alcohol, get one of these drink and taste it." Um, they end up telling her, "Okay, look, just quiet down." I thought they were gonna tell her to shut it down because it's after hours anyway. Luckily, they didn't. They actually just told her just keep the noise down so people won't complain, and just don't be serving alcohol. So they left. Right when they left, they raised the volume back a little bit. They pretty much just said just keep it down though, but they served alcohol the whole time. But that was interesting. That was the first time I was like, crap. Police is like 2 feet away from me. I do not want any trouble. I do not want to get in trouble in a foreign country. But they were actually cool, surprisingly. So maybe Phuket police are different. Um, all right. So you guys know that I lived in Vegas, right? So I lived in Las Vegas for a few years. Right when I was in the process of moving over there, I was like brand new into my apartment. Um, in Vegas, you can drink and gamble anywhere. Every bar has gambling machines. You can sit at the bar, gamble. Um, I'm actually with my roommate. I was basically gonna sign the lease with someone, right? We went to go look at apartments. Like I said, we had just gotten the lease, whatever. And then afterwards, basically, we ended up going to a bar, right? They had food there, so we ate food. And then my roommate was like, "All right, I gotta work early in the morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it a night." So like, you know what? I might stick around and get another drink or two, and then I'm really close walking distance, so I'll be okay. So I went to the bar top, and I put $20 into one of the machines, the video poker machines. With that first $20, I won like $180, or I can't even remember. Actually, that one I think was $220. So with my first 20, within like 30 seconds, bam, I lighted up for $220, right? So I cash out, and then I put it all in my wallet except for $20. I put $20 back into the machine. Um, Again, within that $20, I lit up the machine again for the other $180. So at this time, I won $220. Now I won $180, right? So I basically cash out again. I put $20 back into the machine, and at that time, I think I won like $80 with that 20 again. I think it was a smaller amount. It was definitely under 100. It was like 80 or $70 or something. So again, at that point, I cashed out, and the bartender told me, "Are you gonna keep playing?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing." He goes, "Okay, do you want another drink then?" Because keep in mind that if you're gambling in Vegas, at most places, your drinks are comped. They're free as long as you're gambling. So he asked me, "Okay, you're gonna keep gambling. Do you want another drink?" Well, yeah, I do. I'll be right back though. And from where I was sitting, I was at the very edge machine. The restroom was probably about 3 feet away from me, literally really close by. So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get another drink." You know, so he's going and making me my drink. So I cover up the machine with napkins, and I go to the restroom, come right back. Literally, I was gone about 1 minute, a minute and a half tops. And when I come back, some guy's sitting on my machine, and the beer is already in front there, though, right? And I remember I come back and I'm like, "Well, what the heck?" And he's like, "Well, sorry, no one was sitting here, so I sat down. The bartender told me it was okay, but don't worry, I didn't touch your beer or anything. I should have known something was up at that point. I should have known, but I took my beer and then I walked off anyway, right?" And I ended up going to a different machine. Just tried a little bit of luck there. I think it took $20 like real quick. So anyway, long story short, I didn't even finish that beer. I got about halfway through it and I started feeling kind of weird. And yeah, I ended up just leaving the rest of that beer. And then I remember walking home. I got lost on the way home, and it was only like a 2 or 3 minute drive away. I mean, walk. I'm sorry. It was only like a 3 minute walk away. So I end up getting lost on the way home, and I just felt like crap the next morning. I think I slept like 12 or 13 hours that day. So long story short, I went back and talked to the bartender a few days later. I'm pretty sure that they drugged me. I'm pretty sure they saw me winning that money on the machine, and they wanted to try to rob me, like probably in the parking lot or something. The bartender kind of said, like, "Look, what I think happened. They try to drug you so they can rob you. You're a bigger guy. It probably took a few minutes longer to hit your system than they anticipated, so they ended up forgetting about it." But yeah, that was a crazy time. Luckily I was able to make it home. Luckily I was still kind of at least able to handle myself, but that would have been a really bad situation. All right. So yeah, like I said, though, plenty of content coming up in the very near future. Um, Basically, what questions you guys have for me about my travel plans? What question you guys have for me about my Thailand trip? Do you guys have any questions for me in general? If it is Las Vegas that I go to, like I said, it could be Mexico too. If it is Vegas, I will do some fun live streams from the Las Vegas Strip, and I will do some from Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. They're really fun places. Um, you can do some fun live streams there. People watch to see people, because keep in mind in Vegas you can drink on the street, so you can be walking around the strip with the drink in hand. People have those giant like margaritas and stuff like that, and they're perfectly legal on the street. So um, yeah, I could do some fun people watching and stuff from there. I can visit a couple of my bartending friends out there, do some videos out there, stuff like that. If it is Mexico, it'll be a little bit different. Um, I guess I could live stream from Mexico too. I just have to be a little bit more cautious over there with what I get on camera. You know what I mean? I don't want to piss anyone off. Um, so yeah, but basically, long story short, yeah. If you guys have any questions for me, what are you guys thinking? Or about my Thailand trip? Like I said, it's gonna be March, mid March of next year. I plan on being there for 6 months. It just depends what kind of visa I want to go for. I found a service that'll do it for me. Um, Yeah, basically, I found a service like a Visa service that'll do it for me, but they want to charge me about $700 US. But they'll give me the 60-day visa, extend it one time for 30 days, and then they'll convert it to a non-O visa, whatever that means. They'll also give me a Thai bank account. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that worth it for about 700 and something US dollars? Or I can go the educational visa route and you know, and just try to find either learn Muay Thai, or I can learn Thai, like learn the Thai language and get an education visa for 6 months. So, like, I don't know, what are you guys thinking about that? Is it worth just paying the money and not have to worry about going to immigration at all, or should I just do the education visa? Hey, Justin, how's it going? Luckily, you didn't finish your beer. It would have taken you down. They would have robbed you. Yeah, 100%. After talking with a bartender, 100%, they were trying to do that. It all depends on that bar owner's relationship with the local. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the bar owner did say she was doing a lot for her community. She basically was giving her staff a place to live upstairs. She was feeding her staff and everything. And then also she said she was making like rice or some kind of a Thai, like basic food for the people out there that weren't working because of tourism. So she was doing a lot for her community. That's why when I started talking to her, I was like, oh, I gotta come and support you more and more. Um, Sweet. See you in April. Yeah, I look forward to meeting a lot of you guys out there. It'll be good. Looking forward to seeing you for Samkan. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with Samkan. I really don't. I feel like if I'm kind of minding my own business and someone throws water at me, I feel like I will kind of want to fight them. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna retaliate or how I'm gonna handle that. But I guess just look at it like it should be good fun, and yeah, we'll see how it is. I've never been there for it. I mean, but we'll see. It could be fun. Um, so basically, um, yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna go the educational visa route or if I'm gonna go the, you know, basically just paying them to do everything for me. Um, Either way, it'll be fun. I'll figure it out. The visa service said that to hit them up about 3 months prior, so that means around December I can contact them and get them going, get that stuff going. But yeah, either way, mid March I'll be going over there. If you guys watch my last live stream, you know my plans. I'll kind of go over it real quick, and then I'll probably end this in a few minutes. Um, so February of next year, I have Las Vegas, right? My good friend, one of my best friends, is getting married. So I'll be going to his wedding in Las Vegas. So I can do some content from over there. The second weekend of March, I believe it is. Well, it's March 10th, I think. I'll be in Mexico for a spring break party. It's like the largest spring break party in Mexico or something like that. And it's at the largest beach club in the Western Hemisphere. They go crazy out there. They go crazy, crazy, crazy out there. So I'll be out there for a weekend. I will bring plenty of content. There, I will live stream because it'll be 100% worth it. So I will bring so much content from Mexico, make it happen. On top of that, let's see. Some live streams from Vegas sounds great. Yeah, Vegas is fun, and I could do some cool content from over there. New free visa for Thailand is now 45 days, and then you can extend for another 30 days. Okay, so that's probably what they have in mind. I know from the U.S. it's possible to do some stuff like that. So I'll have to look into that one too. Um, but yeah, so next year, and then after that, basically, I'll leave Mexico spring break. I'll come back home for a few days, relax, and then get my stuff in order, and then I will be flying back out to Thailand. So as of this point, I have dates in mind, but it was before I came up with my 6 month plan. So I basically have to call Singapore Airlines and have them rebook it for my new times that I want. So yeah, I don't have an exact date yet, but it'll be mid March for sure. Mid March, it's already set in my mind 100%. Um, All right, guys, I think this is a decent spot to end it. I think I did a good job kind of going over what I wanted to with the story that I wanted to get out. Um, and I kind of went over my, what I had in here, what I wanted to do with my crazy traveling stories. I'll do more live streams like this, keep it interesting, keep it fun. In Vegas, yes, definitely I can do some cool live streams from there. Just me, some cool live streams that's not just me talking in front of a screen. So I'll come up with some cool stuff. I'm really leaning towards Vegas, not Mexico, but we'll see. I'll finalize it today, and yeah, we'll see what I do. Live streams, some slot, video poker. So casinos are really strict about that. Casinos don't like you walking around like if you're a vlogger with a camera just kind of pointing it around because they see that people want their privacy. So casinos are actually really strict about that, and you also cannot aim it at a table directly. So you can't aim it like at a blackjack table, at a roulette table. Um, if you are filming, like say I film myself gamble, I literally have to sit in front of a slot machine, and my camera can only be faced directly at the slot machine. If I'm turning in and filming people, security can actually ask me to leave for that. So I can do something. I'll come up with something, but I just have to be kind of careful I don't get kicked out. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching so much. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button before. It means a lot. Helps YouTube algorithm push my videos out there. Um, if you're a mole and you're on here, thanks for wasting your time. I appreciate you wasting your time on me. And yeah, other than that, thanks so much again. Appreciate it. Please do not drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. I will schedule another live stream soon. Just make today count. Keep in mind every day out there is a day for you to go after what you want to go after. So